Learn a little something. Take a lesson. Learn it all.
Welcome back, guys. We are talking about Act 6, Chapter 1. I had a preview into this provided by Kabam a week earlier so I can make this tutorial for you. And while there are plenty of nodes in here, there is one very important skill that you need to master before jumping in, and that's handling the no retreat node. Now, no retreat states that when the attacker dashes back, they gain a degen timer for 1.2 seconds. If you dash a second time while it's active, you gain a degen, dealing 200% of the defender's attack over 5 seconds. So this means no multi-dashes back. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but with just a few adjustments, you can rock this node. Here we go. Okay, number 1, you gotta parry your butt off. Lots of parry here. This is your bread and butter solution. Now, with the current state of the AI and parry, it's become a little more difficult to land a parry, especially in close quarters. So distance parries are what I suggest. So I like to force the distance parry by only doing a 4-hit combo and then backing off. This gives you the quick recovery of a light attack and more than enough time to prepare for the incoming dash attack if they do it. Now, where I use the 5-hit combo is when I know I'm pushing for a special, so I can just chain it right on in. Alright, number 2, block breaking. If you haven't learned this technique, you need to, and you can learn that right here. Not only does this keep you from dashing back to reset combos, but it keeps you in close and saves you that very important one dash that you need for a possible special attack. Which brings me to block baiting. Now this is essential here because you can almost control when the AI is throwing that special at you, and it's more on your terms. Now the only thing that really stinks about the specials is that if you can't dex it in one move, you're gonna have to take some block damage. Alright, number 3, baiting heavy attacks. Now this keeps you in their space, and if you're quick enough, you can interrupt the heavy before it ever starts. But dexing is just fine. You have more than enough time on that timer to return attack and have it reset. Now keep in mind that multi-hit heavies can be interrupted after the first strike, so use that to your advantage. Unless you're up against an old man Logan. Nobody likes that. Now, this node is a Quake and Shake killer, so if you love Quake, you're going to have to adapt here just a little bit. Personally, I used a combination of Quake and Bake and Quake and Shake, alternating between the two styles, and this allows you plenty of time for the degen timer to run out. So as you can see in the example, we have a Quake and Shake, and then a Quake and Bake, and as you can see, the timer is clear of all of it. This way you're not getting any degen, and you're good to go. Okay, number 5, ability accuracy reduction. This nullifies the effects of no retreat, so if you've got an Archangel, stack up some Neuro, bro, and enjoy. Now take a look here. As you can see, I've got 3 stacks, and 3 stacks was enough to stop it off of 2 dashes. As soon as I started to drop a little lower, I did get the timer back. But just remember that each stack of Neuro brings down ability accuracy by a certain percentage. Once you get past 3 or 4, then you can go for about 100%. Concussion is also king here as well, so if they're concussed, you can dex freely. And there are other ability accuracy reduction champs, and they will work just fine right here. So if you've got one, throw them in. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share with your mama, and all that good stuff. Jump into Act 6 and tear it up with this knowledge. See, the last thing you want to do is worry about how to handle no retreat on top of handling the nodes that are already stacked on. So, one less thing to worry about is one more way you can whoop that ass.
Learn a little something. Take a lesson. Learn it all.